Welcome everybody to Baba Homestead. Today we're going to do a pecan orchard tour, and again we're going to start with the water. So same kind of system as the fruit orchard. Just got an 1.25 inch pipe running up to the hose bed, and then have a split to this automatic timer. You can get this automatic timer at Home Depot. It's worth every penny, I think. And then it has a bigger ball valve, and that's actually running over to the retention ponds right now. That's how we're filling them right now until the solar panel and pump get installed. So right now we have 3 rows of pecan trees, 1 row of 4, one that had 4 but 3 of them died and there's only 1 left. And then out of the 4 I planted there, only 2 survived. One problem we're having here is we'll get some warm winter days and the trees come out of dormancy, and then we'll get a couple hard freezes and it's been killing them. So I've actually been getting the trees later after those freezes and planting them. They say you want to plant them when they're dormant, but that just hasn't really worked for us. In Arizona we have a long growing season, so I've been, after those freezes is when I'll put the trees in. So on this first row, we got 4 going, and it's the same watering system as the fruit trees. Okay, so we're at the first row of pecan trees. This one's done pretty good. This is only the 2nd year they've been in the ground, and I got them when they're really small. So they're growing. And they kind of late bloomers. All the peaches and apples and pears, apricots, they've been bloomed for quite a while, but these ones have just started. And it was the same way last year. They're late bloomers. And we'll just keep going down the aisle. This one might need some trimming this year, but other than that, it's doing really good. These ones are Western Schley. I guess they call them Western Shaleys, something like that. And there are a lot of local pecan orchards have these, but they're very hard to find, and they're kind of expensive. So this is the last one in the first row. This one took off really late last year, but then ended up doing the most growing. And then you can see I have these T-posts and these cages. I had all these trees caged to defend from the deer and other wildlife, but they're kind of getting big enough to, and I haven't actually seen the deer nibbling on these. Rabbits were the only things. I had a couple trees die from rabbits, and they were just chewing the bottom up. But painting them seems to help, and that's just a liquid or a latex paint you use on them. And so I think I'm going to get rid of these, and then if we ever start having animal problems, I'll just fence the whole orchard. So let's go take a look at the other rows. Okay, so this is a Stewart pecan, and this one I planted with 3 other ones, but the other 3 they didn't have really good root systems. They didn't do too well, and then I think the freeze just got to them and the roots weren't able to hold up. But I planted them when they were dormant, and then they froze. This is the only one that survived out of the Stewart pecans. So I have other Stewart pecans in the garden that probably next year I'll plant in rows. And then the last row we have some more Western Shaleys, and I was only 50% successful on those. Again, I think it was the freezes. We get some warm winter days and they come out of dormancy, and then we get some freezes and they just die. And it's almost overnight. This one's doing pretty good. Eventually I'm going to install those deep watering pipes. On all of these tree holes, I had dug out with the tractor a big hole. I don't know, it's probably 8 buckets worth. And then I brought in some sandier soil for some drainage. And hopefully that works. We'll see. And this one didn't quite make it. This one's kind of been a late bloomer out of all of them, but it's coming. And then when I planted this one, I installed that deep watering system there, but I think I got a little too close to the root ball there, but we'll see. And then the future, we have 10 pecan trees in pots growing in the garden. We'll eventually get those in, probably next year. And they'll be going more south, make more rows. And I already have the water line trenched over to there. So that'll be some future projects in the orchard. We'll keep going that way. So next year there might be 10 more trees over there.